What's going on, everyone? Welcome to my channel, and in this video, we are going to talk about emotional control. Emotional control, by definition, is the ability to control one's own emotions so as to express appropriate feelings at the right time, place, and intensity. In other words, it's your ability to manage your emotions. And according to psychologists, having good emotional control, or the ability to manage your emotions, is one of the key factors to becoming a happy and well-adjusted person. However, most people have very poor emotional control. Why? Because they've never been taught how to do it. So today, I'm going to teach you how to have better emotional control over your life. By doing so, you will find yourself being more successful in all areas of your personal and professional life. Let's get started. I want you to understand that there are two types of emotional control: conscious and unconscious. Unconscious emotional control refers to your ability to manage your emotions without even realizing it. For example, if someone farts in an elevator, you don't need to consciously tell yourself not to make a big deal out of it. You just don't. It's an unconscious decision that you didn't even realize you made. On the other hand, conscious emotional control refers to your ability to manage your emotions. When you are fully aware of what you are feeling and what is causing those feelings. For example, let's say you were playing a basketball game and you missed a free throw. Your coach walks up to you and says, "What happened? Why did you miss that shot?" In this situation, you know that you should get angry with your coach because he is only trying to help you become a better player. But at the same time, you feel a strong sense of shame and embarrassment for missing such an easy shot. This is an example of conscious emotional control because you are fully aware of your emotions and what is causing them, but you still have the ability to choose how you react to them. Now, there are 6 steps you can take to gain conscious emotional control. Step no. One is to become more. The first step towards gaining emotional control is to become more. This means that you need to be able to identify and label your emotions. For example, when you feel that emotion of shame and embarrassment after missing that basketball shot, you need to be able to identify what that emotion is and where it's coming from. Once you've done that, you can start to develop strategies for managing that emotion. Step no. 2 is to take control of your thoughts. Emotions are often triggered by our thoughts. So if you want to learn how to control your emotions, you need to start by controlling your thoughts. This means that you need to be aware of the negative thought patterns that are contributing to your emotional problems and then develop strategies for changing those thoughts. For example, if you read constantly thinking negative thoughts like, "I am not good enough," or "I am not smart enough," these thoughts are likely to trigger negative emotions like sadness and anxiety. If you can learn to control your thoughts and replace negative thoughts with positive ones, you'll find yourself becoming more emotionally controlled. Step number 3 is to learn to think before you speak. One of the best ways to increase your emotional control is to learn to think before you speak. When you feel like you're losing control over your emotions, take a deep breath and count to 10. This will give you time to think about what you're saying before you actually say it. Step number 4 is to take care of your body. The way we treat our bodies has a direct impact on the way we feel. If you want to improve your emotional control, you need to take care of your body by eating healthy foods, exercising regularly, and getting enough sleep. Step no. 5 is to set boundaries. Setting boundaries is essential for maintaining emotional control because it allows you to create a safe and comfortable environment for yourself. When you set boundaries, you're telling others what behavior is and isn't acceptable to you. This gives you a sense of control over your environment and helps you avoid situations that could potentially trigger your emotions. And finally, step no. 6 is to seek professional help. If you're struggling to control your emotions, don't hesitate to seek professional help. A therapist can teach you valuable coping mechanisms and problem-solving skills that can help you manage your emotions effectively. So those are some ways you can start gaining better emotional control over your life. Now, I want you to keep in mind that developing emotional control takes time and practice. Don't get discouraged if you don't see results immediately. Just keep practicing these techniques and eventually you will see results. I promise you that. Also, if you want to learn more about happiness, then I want you to click on this video right here. I'll see you next time!